Nintendo has a pretty interesting design choice when it comes to their mobile apps. Besides their weird collection of microtransaction mobile games, they've released 4 separate apps trying to do different things. One is just called the Nintendo Switch Online app, the shit they use to force you to have game chat. With the new chat system on Switch 2, there's not really a point to go back on it, besides ordering the occasional Splatoon gear. Okay, well, I lied. I guess you can access your clips and screenshots from it, which is leagues better than what it used to be. I remember you had to send shit to Twitter just to get my clip. Like, no, Nintendo, I did not want to post it, I just wanted to have it. The whole game-specific services was a pretty cool idea on paper, but the fact that they only supported it to like 4 games is a little laughable. Like, besides Splatoon, they didn't really try with that feature. They had good intentions with this app, but it should have all been on the damn console. Tying game chat to your phone was the stupidest idea they've had in a while, and that's saying something. Moving on to the Nintendo Today app, where the whole point of it was just to talk Nintendo, whatever that means. When you first boot it up, it asked you for your favorite Nintendo series to try and personalize it. So I picked Metroid, Kirby, and Splatoon because I'm a stupid idiot. Anyways, the point of the app is to learn about interesting things about the franchises you like, or upcoming releases. Right now they are hard advertising Kirby Air Riders, so I get a whole website telling me about this one specific cart in the game. It's a cool way to advertise the game in an app like this, but this is kind of advertising the people that are already said fans of the series. You know, people who probably would have bought the game anyways, but the advertisements are still very good. You also get the dual purpose of using it as a calendar. Nice, because tapping your phone screen was just too hard. I mean, it's Nintendo themed, so it's got that going for it. The best way to have this app is as a widget on your home screen. You see here, now I got a big Luigi on my screen. It's a huge plus. So overall, it's not a terrible app. The world wouldn't explode without it, but it's still nice to see Nintendo talk about their old games like this. This Metroid article thing, for example, is very cool to look at. Now we got the most important app to not mess up, the Nintendo Music app. And guess what? They messed it up. It's pretty impressive, but it's not that surprising. This app does so many questionable things, only Nintendo can make something like this. First of all, what is this app interface? I get the whole separating albums by console, but why is the remaster of Metroid Prime on here? It's just the original soundtrack, which is also on here. They'd rather put clutter in a tiny music streaming service than actually add important albums. Like, you know how everyone was boasting about how good the Mario Kart World soundtrack was? You would naturally think, oh, it must be on the music streaming app. But no, it's not. Well, apparently dumping MP3s to your music streaming service takes a lot of effort. I would be upset, but it's just so not surprising coming from Nintendo. I really expect nothing less of them. That may be dumb, but what's even dumber is the fact that every time you click on a song, it brings up the full screen photo of the track. So annoying just to browse the soundtrack. And it's honestly impressive how they messed it up. Also the fact that they block the audio if you screen record Netflix style. Again, not surprised. It's just funny to point out at this point. Also, what's with these images on these songs? Like, there's usually like an official album cover for all of these games, but instead they're using screenshots of the game, and it just feels kinda tacky. It's unprofessional, but at least it's better than nothing. Kinda sad I have to say that for a billion-dollar company, but once again, not surprised. At least they have Mario Paint, guys. And lastly, just released this week is the Nintendo Store app. This is not like the eShop. However, you can still buy games on it. It's pretty much the My Nintendo Store website, but in app form. You can see upcoming news, making the Nintendo Today app a little obsolete, see your wish list, and even spend your gold and silver My Nintendo points. Because I all know you're rich in those things, but by far the coolest thing and why I'm even making this video is the fact that you can see all of your hours of playtime on it. Not just the Switch, but your Nintendo ID count from all the way back to the 3DS. Yes, both 3DS and Wii U hours are here, which is really cool to look back on. These were primarily my childhood consoles, so to see my childhood backed up like this is honestly really cool. Like, damn, I got the 3DS back in 2011. It only tracks your hours on one account though. So for the Wii U, you can't see your playtime on a non-online Mii profile. Little sad because I played most of my games on the Wii U on my Mii. I know damn well I have more than 10 hours on Nintendo Land. Hell, that might be one of my most played games ever. It's a little scuffed, but it's very cool to look at. Overall, I think these apps have a fine reason to exist. Maybe not all in a separate app, but still useful. If they just added each new app to an already existing Switch Online app, it would probably not get as much attention, so I understand why they did it. But it's still a little strange to look at 4 red Nintendo apps on my phone.
Go, Luigi.